Good evening, and welcome to this live coverage. We are here at the Rabat International Airport, where His Excellency the President is now returning to country. We have scores of officials of government here. The acting president, Councillor Oswa Natutwe, is flanked by the Honorable Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, and they are seated, standing here and watching as Boakai airline touches down. And as you see, there are scores of journalists here representing various institutions, various media institutions, and they are all here providing live coverage for this event. And this is a pleasant welcome to the Executive Mansion live. The Boakai flight has touched down, and it is making way to drop off the President and other passengers on board. But yeah, we are here at the Rabat International Airport, where scores of officials of government are here. All of whom are around to welcome His Excellency back to the country after a successful visit to the U.S., where he attended the United Nations General Assembly and the United Nations General Assembly, as well as the diaspora event that was held. And as you can see, that's Honorable Mamaka Bilili there with other officials of government who are standing beside the gallant men of the armed forces of Liberia.
Inspector General of Police, Honorable Gregory Koba, this year. Deputy Minister of Lawrence.
It's always a pleasure bringing you up to speed with happenings of the executive, specifically the president. Our team has been in the U.S. and they have been bringing you up to speed with the happenings at the UNGA and the Diaspora Conference. So we have officials of government here, as well as state security personnel, all of whom are here making sure that His Excellency the President is well received as he comes back to the country. And folks, we're here at the executive lounge of the Rabat International Airport, and we are all eager, so eager to receive His Excellency the President. In the distance there is RL. A lot of us have all known this woman for carrying our national colors, and she's again beautifully dressed in the red, white, and blue, the national colors of the Republic of Liberia. And you know, every time we come over here to receive the president, we see the armed forces of Liberia, men of the armed forces of Liberia playing their part, beautifully attired in their uniforms, standing in attention, moving in unison to commands and what have you. It is truly a very beautiful sight. And this only speaks to the sacrifice that the men of the armed forces continue to make.
Is it?
As a Liberian, you should come back in, especially if you've been in America for 15, 16 years and had that certain amount of maybe experience in certain field, and Liberia is like,
In the distance there is the Oscar flight
we don't have so many fields.
that brought His Excellency the President and other guests.
With determination, we can also help with togetherness, with unity. We can all help in one sector or the other.
And journalists have their gadgets. They are looking on, actively working and bringing us up to speed with happenings here. And we would like to appreciate all of the journalists who take on their time, sacrifice a lot, to bring news to the people as it unfolds. You know, the profession is actually a very, very unique one, very beautiful, and a very selfless one. To see men and women with their notepads, their cameras, their phones, their tripods, all moving around through different parts of Liberia to bring us up to speed with happenings. That is indeed a very beautiful sacrifice that they continue to make. So allow me also recognize Honorable Zoe Peno. There he's in a conversation with Minister Peridi. As they all wait on, we have Honorable Nurimali as well, the chairman of the Unity Party, Honorable Tape, Reverend Tape, the Minister of Labor is also there, and scores of other officials of government. The Transport Minister, Honorable Tyler, is there. Honorable Chris Ononugwa as well is there. And indeed a lot of other officials of government, all of whom are here to say welcome, 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 welcome to His Excellency the President. So some delegates are arriving, some members of the President's entourage have arrived, and the President is almost here. He has disembarked the flight and boarded a vehicle that's bringing him over to the executive. And now we have the men of the Armed Forces of Liberia in attention as the vehicle of His Excellency the President comes to a stop at the foot of the red carpet. Where the acting president and the acting president, Honorable Oswald Nantutwe, and the Honorable Minister of State, Honorable Sam Steve Queer, are going to receive the president. Prior to now, His Excellency deplaned, boarded a vehicle and came over to the executive lounge, and he is now being received by him and his wife actually are now being received by the Minister of Justice as well as
other members here of his cabinet will see the legislative.
so he's they are shaking hands with officials lined
Mobility and other members
across the red carpets.
This is TV, President.
Please open up. Hello, open up.
And His Excellency is being greeted by this beautiful artwork right here. And it says, "Welcome home." It has "Think Liberia, Love Liberia, Build Liberia." It says, "Your Excellency Joseph N. Boakai Sr., President of the Republic of Liberia." And this just speaks to the talent that we have as a country. This is art. Beautiful, beautiful art here. Done by Liberians, of course. They continue to show that yes, we are indeed very talented people. And it's becoming a little noisy, but yeah, we're here, we're still here at the It is becoming very noisy. But what would you expect? Officials of government and other citizens are here to welcome His Excellency the President after ably representing the nation at the United Nations General Assembly. And this is our official welcome to my colleague, the other voice you hear sometimes in partnership with me on Executive Mansion broadcast, and other times he is the sole voice at programs and events that His Excellency the President attends. And welcome home, Mr. Vani Kamara. And Vani was there in New York along with other members of the team, putting together news to inform Liberians at home. With all of the happenings, we would see him and other team members beautifully done in their executive mansion press jackets, moving around to bring information. Joe Alma walks in, another of our teammates there. He's being hugged. Joe is all smiles, but we appreciate him. We appreciate Varney as well. They have been bringing us up to speed with happenings in the U.S. So this is an official welcome back to Varney to his job as a co-partner. And Varney, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon again, good morning, good evening. My name is Vani Kamara, and I can promise you fresh from the US. I'm here to join my colleague to do this broadcast here today. We've been in the US for a couple of days, from the UNGA to the Diaspora Conference, and now we are back in Liberia, where His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai, just landed, along with the First Lady and his entourage. And we're getting signals that His Excellency will speak to the press briefly before we take route to a church service. I want to say thanks to my colleagues who've been taking you through today's broadcast. We will be here and bringing you activities surrounding the President's visit to the States and his return here to Liberia. So however you're following, welcome. This is the Executive Marshal official page. My name is Vani Eskamara.
Welcome to Vani. We're already getting a gist of the feel. We're getting a feel of New York, how it was, because Vani is, he's already speaking series.
Yeah, you got to speak series when you're from the States now. Yeah, but I can testify to the workaholic nature of His Excellency and the team. It was a gruesome time in the States, worth it. His remarks at the UN, and his engagement with Liberians and the diaspora. And now the President is back. He was welcomed by the School of Officers. The newly appointed Minister of State was here to welcome him. The Minister of Justice was also here. Other senior government officials are here at the Presidential Lounge of the RIA. And this is a beautiful welcome sign here for His Excellency that reads, does read, welcome, let me zoom in a little bit, welcome home, love Liberia, the Excellency Joseph M. Boakai, Senior President of the Republic of Liberia. And you can see from the top, love Liberia, think Liberia, build Liberia. And so we want to say again, welcome, the President of the Republic of Liberia, freshly landing from the United States. We were in New York. From there we went to DC, where His Excellency the President engaged with citizens from the diaspora